You're about to listen to TADPOG, Tyler and Dave Play Old Games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and welcome
to 1 hour into our personal conversation off mic about Hades.
Yep, we started late, so it's like, oh, we probably need to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna talk about Hades for an hour first. It's okay.
Yeah. What I'm worried about is when we finally do
It's gonna bleed over into sleepy time, Tyler.
Oh no. What I'm worried about is that when we actually do our Hades episode, we've already gonna have discussed everything.
I know how you feel about this.
Right, exactly. I know how you feel about Aphrodite. Fine, okay. I know the order in which you got all the boons in the game. It fulfilled all the prophecies. But I guess I'll ask you again for the sake of our listeners.
Well, yeah, guess what I like the Fist of Malphon, Dave. So, but we'll save Hades for later for this episode.
Damn it.
Yeah, unfortunately, but some people want to be on. I feel like we should and really give it its due.
I agree.
Besides, this week we're going to talk about Run Saber.
Pokemon Go. Oh, Run Saber. All right, Run Saber.
The gift of the randomizer. This week.
The prequel to Beat Saber. This is the non-VR version. That was a joke I stole from Twitch chat.
Nice.
I can't remember. I wish I could give credit, but I forgot who said it.
But before we get to Run Saber, Dave, what you been up to?
Man, just like a bunch of boring old man shit. You know,
I love boring old man shit.
Yeah, I got a new office chair. That's really sweet. I got rid of.
It's a good 10-year investment.
Yeah, it really is because it's I posted the photograph of my old chair on Discord, and we have a retro hardware channel.
And they started to GoFundMe for you a new chair.
No. So I posted the photo after I got the new chair because I was like, this is retro hardware. This chair is over 10 years old, and it's like
Did you play Final Fantasy 11 in college?
God, I wish I knew where that chair was. No, I didn't. I played World of Warcraft in it in Lexington, so it's that old. But it was that fake leather, you know. And it's pretty much all of that
busted the seams.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it looked like the bottom half of the chair looked like a powdered donut.
Looks like if you were to fill a denim sack with powdered donuts.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And the worst thing about it was you know how you can lock the back of a chair, right? If you don't want it to lean back. Well, a lot of times I didn't want the chair to lean back because again on stream I do this thing where I show people my knees. It's really weird, but people seem to enjoy it. So,
yep.
Yeah. And so, I wanted to lock it because I keep worrying about, if I lean back too far, I'm going fucking ass over tea kettle. And I don't want that to
Here's
happen.
my knees up in my fruit basket.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So it's but what would happen is when I lock this chair, I noticed, oh shit, when I lock it and lean back, half of it just goes chunk, and it's all of a sudden the chair is on a 30-degree decline. So
that's how I live now, Dave. Hope that was worth it.
Yeah. Well, dude, I went back and forth on a chair for so long because it's I don't want to get another cheap ass fucking chair that's just going to turn into this powdered donut again in 3 years.
I get it.
So I got an ergonomic.
You stream. It's a worthwhile investment.
I didn't want to get one. I thought about getting one of those.
You can write it off on your taxes, as you know.
I could if I don't itemize though, because it never works out in my favor. I've done that. I've tried that so many times where it's every time it's well, that was a waste of 30 minutes. Every time. So it's I'll just take the default, please.
Yep.
But yeah. So I got that, and then so because of that, I was well, this office looks like shit. So I just fucking rearranged the entire office. Did some cable management stuff. I've got this rolling rack that I've got all my consoles on now. That connect to an RGB switch, and I mean I got some work left to do, but I mean, it's like, all right, this is
Sweet.
okay. It's okay. So I know you took some time off. What
I
have
did.
you been up to?
Mostly cleaning the house and playing Hades.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I tried to play a lot of Hades too, but Run Saber, dog. I mean, I just got to get on that Run Saber.
Run Saber is a surprise little game there. But anyway, I want to talk about because I got in the second part of my Secret Santa, which was the Earthbound cube.
Yeah, you showed me that. That's
I need
awesome.
to take some pictures and put that up.
Yeah.
Which whoever you are and haven't gotten your gift yet, I'm getting there.
We'll see. Yeah, Gentle G was asking today, like, should I make a post asking people who has not received their gifts yet? And I was like, no, please, wait a week. Wait a week.
Because I'm still like, I had to special order some parts.
Yeah.
Other parts, I'm still like, I'm really trying to make a good gift for my Secret
Man,
Santa.
it's parts?
Yeah, I have to get multiple parts, and I have to find some old retro stuff.
You building someone like a 6'4" Impala?
I'm having my brother build somebody something.
Wow.
So I'm trying to
Holy
get
hell.
everything in.
Damn, dude. Well, it sounds like a really good gift, so I'm sure.
Same for Melissa's Secret Santa.
Yeah.
It took.
She's also having Ryan build him something.
We found the perfect shit for on this person's like likes. It is like this is the fucking perfect thing.
Yeah.
But it was like, we'll be here till January something. So
If that.
yeah.
Have I told you the story? I can't remember. I told the story about the Sonic the Hedgehog shirt. I ordered a Sonic the Hedgehog shirt.
It went to Iowa, and then now it's lost. Or what happened after that?
It got here because like following. I ordered this on December 3rd, and it's like I ordered it from the Yeti. I've ordered a bunch of shirts from them before, and like everything has always been fine. So it's not the Yeti for sure. So I'm like watching the tracking, and it arrived in Paducah, like a week after. And it's like, all right, awesome. And then like I watched it from the tracking, then go to St. Louis. It's like, huh? Then go to Des Moines, Iowa. What?
Yeah, yep.
Then go to Evansville. I'm like, all right, we're getting close. It's coming back around. And then it goes from Evansville to St. Louis again. So that was just in this loop.
It's my lucky package.
It's like Sonic.
One driver's like, no, I'm going to keep this.
Right? Yeah, he's just wearing it.
I haven't gotten any wrecks since I got this, so yeah.
I like to think he's much, much larger than me, and it's very tight on him.
But Melissa also got hers in, which, I mean, because I was perfect. It was the perfect gift. And Melissa also, when she saw it, she got it. She's like, oh, I guess this is my Secret Santa. Choco Chica, who is 11, and her two other 11-year-old friends happen to be in the room when she gets it. So she's like, they're asking what it is. She's like, oh, it's Secret Santa. And she pulls out, so it's like a bag. It's like this special thermal like wine tote.
Okay.
So I was like, that's nice. She opens it up. She's like, oh, okay, that's a good bottle of wine. I like berry wine. There's another one. Wonderful. She reaches in, not realizing it, then pulls out a giant dildo.
How'd the kids react?
As soon as she pulled it out, all the girls just silence. Melissa turns red. Choco Chica turns red.
Yeah.
And then one of the other girls goes, oh, my mom has one of those. Only it's pink and sparkly.
Only it's on the bathroom wall all the time.
It's always in the bathtub when I get in the bathtub.
I can't take a shower without getting hit in the face. But I mean, really, the shower is really good for those.
That just reminds me of that College Humor video, and the guy who was fucking himself in the ass,
Yeah.
in the shower, and then just got
Paul
out and
showed
left
us
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul showed us that. Rhythm Master.
I just come really hard. I wasn't thinking straight, so I left it.
Right.
Did you wash it off? God.
All right.
Good times.
All right. Yeah, I haven't gotten mine yet, but like I also don't know when I'll get it because I don't know if it's waiting in the PO box or not. But like TADPOG sweetheart Nicole is like gonna have her baby like next week, so I'm probably not gonna get that gift for a long time. So if you're my Secret Santa and you haven't sent me anything yet, it's cool. It's fine.
Or if you still haven't yet, Take your time.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
okay. I'm not even gonna I'm gonna Nicole, hey, nice baby. Also,
Could you go? Like, I'll watch the baby. Just go ahead.
Right.
They'll watch it in the hospital for you. That's part of it. I don't know if they tell you that, but
breathe
they'll
on
watch it.
Breathe on the baby. Okay. I can't imagine having a kid right now. It's got to be super stressful.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
stressful. And yeah, the same goes for Nikki. But I have insider information on Nikki's Secret Santa.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that's going to the PO box too, and we're good. It's going to be a while.
I sent the spouse of Melissa's Secret Santa a message saying
Yeah.
like, "Hey, it's just taking a while to get this in." My Secret Santa, I don't know anyone to get a hold of to talk to this person, so just like, don't get mad, bro. I'm saying this on the air.
Oh right, yeah. Well,
It's the best I can do.
Yeah.
If you're out there and haven't gotten it, you're probably mine.
Oh yeah.
Except you. I did not get you. So
No, I didn't. No, I didn't get you either. No. So yeah. All right, Secret Santa.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you hear that, Dave?
Oh, we had a request actually.
all right. Yeah.
And I should have had some foresight on this. There is so Run Saber's kind of got a weird story that is like outlined in the instruction manual, which I could not find, but I found a website that had like typed out the instruction manual.
Perfect.
So it was requested if you're up for
I'll
it.
do a dramatic reading.
Yeah, if you're up for it. If you're not, that's cool too.
I'm down. Let's do it.
It's pretty long. Would you like for me to just message it to you,
Sure.
or I can hand you my the sacred tablet here?
Whatever you'd prefer.
It might be easier to read on the screen here. Okay, so yeah, it starts at Dateline Earth 2998 AD. It should be up kind of near the top.
Okay, now I see it. Okay. In the year 2998, the Earth's atmosphere had become so contaminated with toxic pollution that the Earth was on the verge of a complete ecological breakdown.
We made it that long. I feel like that is like
That's pretty.
that's real good. That's real good.
Looks like in this timeline we rejoined the Paris Climate Summit. Mankind's only hope for recovery was a last resort new technology developed by Dr. Gordon Bruford. Dr. Gordon Bruford.
You know, Bruford. It's a common name in 2998. Oh, the Brufords.
Oh, the Parisian Brufords.
You don't mean Beaufort, do you? I do not.
You know goddamn well I do not.
Stop asking. The climate Bruford. It sounds like a sandwich at Hardee's, the Big Bruford.
Big Bruford.
Every time
Like Paris Hilton double fisting Big Brufords.
it's been a long time since I saw that video. I remember when that sex tape dropped, and I was like, "Oh, that was seriously made my week." Where it was like, "Holy shit, someone famous having sex? Holy shit!"
They do that?
Right? I think that launched her career, right? Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Smart move. I should have done that.
That's what then Kim Kardashian did it as well.
Right,
And then
yeah,
now, because
yeah.
she used to organize Paris Hilton's closet, and then video of her
really?
getting fucked. And then it's like,
She's
okay.
like, Ray J, put that in me.
Go ahead, come on. No, go ahead and talk to the camera. That's brilliant. Yeah, talk to whoever's watching the video about if they're jerking off to us having sex. Brilliant.
They'll love it. They'll love it.
Especially if it's the guy doing it. They'll love it.
They definitely won't mutter under their breath about it. While continuing to go about their business.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, Rich. Known as the Earth Renaissance Project, this revolutionary program,
The ERP.
would clean up the Earth's surface and harness the universal energy source. Fusion. Fusion.
That's the universal energy
Universal
source?
fusion, yeah.
Is it like just on the surface of the Earth? Is that what they were saying?
Clean up the Earth's surface and harness. Yeah, I guess that's where it is.
We found the fusion all this time.
Fusion's a dance, man. Bruford, I don't know what you're talking about. To convert to fusion energy, the Earth's stratosphere would have to be subjected to lethal amounts of radioactive energy. Okay.
All right.
To survive this period, mankind would have to leave the planet and put life on Earth in 1 year cold sleep. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, all of humanity, we're just going to a little like lifeboat. We'll go out to space just for a year, bombard our atmosphere with radiation, and put all other life, just take a little nap.
Look, I can tell you, like, we can't even get the whole country to wear a fucking fabric piece over their mouth. That shit ain't happening. We can't organize that.
It's my right to have a radioactive cloud house. But something went terribly wrong. In an effort to gain total control of Earth, Dr. Bruford
The Bruford boys are at it again.
secretly stayed behind and subjected himself. That's not going to do a country dramatic reading the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Subjected himself to massive amounts of radiation.
Bruford.
His genetic makeup was completely changed. He mutated himself into a powerful and evil being, completely erasing all signs of humanity. The new, quote-unquote, Dr. Bruford.
The new Bruford. It's like when they add an extra patty. Oh, we put some ham on this burger.
This is your classic Big Bruford.
Right.
This is the new Big
It's
Bruford.
the new Big Bruford. It's
The Newford.
It's the Nintendo move where it's like just selling the same console, just put new in front of it.
Began cloning mutants to build an army to aid the fulfilling of his evil plans.
Which, by the way, it sounds like he was totally evil before this happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the moment he decided to be like, I'm going to stay and be a monster. I think that was probably.
You guys all leave. I'm just going to stay down here with all this cold sleep stuff.
Give me a year. Give me a year, guys. I'll get this shit sorted out.
The world's greatest scientist studied with horror the scanner pictures, which were placed to monitor the Earth's progress.
Say, wait, what happened?
They had scanner pictures.
Of what? The Earth?
The Earth.
Okay.
To study the horror.
The humans had it?
The humans did.
Okay.
The world's greatest scientists. They're like 6 of them. They're like, put some pictures down there, man.
Oh, okay. I thought the world's greatest scientists were Bruford. That's where I got confused.
Because he won. Yeah, that's a good delineation because they all left, but he stayed behind.
Right, and then he mutated into probably multiple Brufords. We're in a multi-Bruford universe at this point.
Conventional weaponry was deemed useless against Bruford and his army of mutant clones. Project Run Saber was soon commenced. The purpose?
Hey, that's the name of the game.
That's right.
Run Saber.
It's all coming together. The purpose? To create cyborg warriors with spectacular weaponry and abilities that will infiltrate Bruford's installations and take back the Earth.
All right.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth. We're going to put a virus in that Bruford.
3 prototypes were developed and sent to Earth. Unfortunately, you'll understand why I said that. Unfortunately, Kurtz...
Unfortunately.
No, Flare Saber had a defective parasite defense at... Okay.
Wait, all right.
Let me start over on this one.
Did you say Flare Saber?
Flare Saber.
Flare Saber. Okay.
So I guess that's the fire one you fight.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Kurtz. Flare Saber.
Kurtz.
Kurtz. Kurtz. Kurtz.
And his brother, Shroods. Kurtz and Shroods.
Had a defective parasite defense apparatus and was captured by Bruford to be used against the rest of the Run Saber force.
Bruford.
Only 2 remain. Alan. You know Alan. Old Thunder Saber Alan.
Yeah. It's a classic name, though. Do you think that's like the thing where it's like in 2998, they're like, Alan, that's such an old name.
That Bruford's boy. And Sheena Ice Saber. So Thunder Saber, Ice Saber, and Flare Saber. Flare, Flair. FLARE, I would sort of get,
Yeah.
but like
No, he was just really into like baseball cards.
I have on my pin here, on
those
my
were
sash,
flair.
I have various amounts of flair.
Right?
There
Kurtz,
is no minimum amount of flair for Kurtz.
Kurtz, that's the minimal amount. Come on. You know who else wore pieces of flair? Bruford.
Bruford.
The Bruford Army.
The future of mankind lays in their hands. Good luck, Run Saber warriors.
It sounded like you were giving a command. I love it. All right. That was a really good. We need to do that every time, I think. That really set the stage. I love that.
There probably won't be a Bruford every time, though.
Oh, there will be. There better be a Bruford and Alfred Chicken. Yes, I hear the Run Sabers that are coming, which ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave Reads for Wikipedia. God, I hope they say Bruford a bunch on Wikipedia. Run Saber is a 1993 side-scrolling action game developed by Horisoft and published by Atlas. You heard of those guys? Little Persona guys.
Love Atlas.
Little Persona
Little
boys.
Lufia, too.
Yeah. For the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. The game was released in North America on June 8th, 1993, and in Europe in 1993. Interestingly enough, this game was canceled for Japan, which is really weird to me because it's like Horisoft is like a Japanese company. So it's very, I don't know if they were just like quality control or what on this.
I guess that Strider's too big over here. Cancel it.
I guess.
It's done.
Yeah, I don't know. Wikipedia continues. Run Saber features side-scrolling fighting as the two main heroes, Alan and Sheena, the Run Sabers, fight to save the planet. The gameplay is very similar to Strider and Valis and some elements of Psycho Dream, of which I have only played Strider a very short amount last night.
I'd never heard of Strider until Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
That's where I heard of Strider as well. Yeah. Because I remember being like, oh, who's this like ninja with a big old sword? I like him.
See, I didn't like him because he was a favorite of CFPs. So I was like, never mind.
yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, I guess, yeah. I mean, I wasn't good with Strider. Strider was always like, kind of like Spider-Man to me in Marvel vs. Capcom, where it's like, man, I wish I was really good with these characters.
yeah.
But I guess it's just Wolverine, mashy for me.
Yeah. Yep. Same for me, Venom and Red Hood. Yep. Just mash.
Yeah, Gambit, man. Gambit, Wolverine, Ryu. That's like the... I don't even know if those mesh well together. You know what I mean? It's just like, these are the ones where I can hit buttons and stuff happens. So Run Saber... Have you? I'd never heard of this game.
Nope, never heard of it.
Never.
Had I found it, this reminded me sort of like Skyblazer, and where it was like, it looks good. I thought it was fun. It was just like a sleeper thing that I just would have had to have seen in order to play it, and I've never seen this in the wild.
I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised to hear you say that it was fun. I wasn't sure how you were going to land
I was
on
good with it.
It's really short.
Yeah.
It's a really short game. It's really rare for me to complete a game in one sitting on a stream. And I did it on I think the third attempt. It's 5 stages. And each stage is, pretty short, honestly,
Pretty
but they
short,
have
like a mini boss in the middle.
Yeah. Well, they have a lot of bosses, which I think like the bosses in this game are like what I love the most about
Godzilla
it.
that comes out of the rocks.
Right, and throws rocks at you. Like, not even throws, just rolls them at you slowly.
Bowls.
Right, yeah.
Bowlzilla.
Bowlzilla. But like, what was weird is like when I was playing this game, the fucking weird factor didn't dawn on me until literally today. Because I was like, oh yeah, you do fight, like a jet kind of comes to life as you're hanging onto it and like grows faces like out of like, like Freddy Krueger's back, he has those faces. They kind of like come out of like the plane and you have to fight those. And then all of a sudden there's a giant face comes out of the cockpit and you got to fight it while the plane is doing 2998 stunts that are impossible for now. They still have F-16s, by the way, that far into the future.
Good point.
Yeah. And there are also missile farms. Because like the first level is essentially like a monster factory where it's like the first boss in the game that you fight is like a canister that starts hopping around and like you hit it a couple times. It's like, oh shit, the Hulk with a butane lighter arm is in there.
If I didn't know anything about this game and somebody told me like, oh, what's the name of this game? It's called Neutrinos in Dimension X. Okay, that makes sense because I feel like the two heroes look like neutrinos from Ninja Turtles, and this could easily be Dimension X.
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
Just no flying cars.
Right, yeah, no flying cars. I haven't thought about neutrinos like in a really long time.
Yeah.
You kind of opened a memory
Hey,
door.
Daddy-o, we are frozen.
Yeah, so Alan,
Alan the Neutrino.
Alan Neutrino is the boy, and he has a saber that is green because he's the electric Run Saber.
Yeah, Thunder Saber.
Okay. And then Sheena has the blue saber, and she controls. She's the ice saber, I guess, right?
Yep.
Or frost. I don't know.
And they're pretty similar, except like how they sort of hit.
Yeah, I like Sheena better.
Yep.
Because like Sheena kind of like she swings her saber. This is like a side-scrolling like action, not beat 'em up, but like
Action platformer.
action platformer. Yeah, that like heavy
weapons,
combat.
you hit the enemies.
It's like melee Contra. I think Zalnot put it, and it's like
that's a good point,
it really does feel like melee Contra. So like, but like Sheena. She swings her saber like from the down, like in a downward arc upwards. So like she starts low and comes up, and that's awesome because like you can block stuff with that.
Yep.
And these are totally lightsabers.
Enemies
by the way.
that are,
Like, they're absolutely like they even make a whoom sound when you swing them.
They look more like dark sabers, I would say.
All right,
actually.
that's okay. That's all right. Okay. And then Alan's swing has more reach, but he just comes like straight out.
Just
with
straight
it.
out. So yeah, stuff that's a little short or moving up and down. Like so, yeah. Even though her range is shorter, it covers more distance in front of you. I agree with you that I think she is better.
And then they each have a special ability that ties into their element. Like Alan, since he is Thunder Saber, you can summon a dragon that's made out of lightning.
Yep.
That does like a screen clear. And then Sheena also has a screen clear, but it is like diamond dust from the Final Fantasy series. So she's like essentially Shiva.
Yep.
And so she clears the screen with ice. I would tell you what colors these characters wore, but I was told while
Got a
playing
lot of different colors.
you can change it. I
Yep.
think that's kind of neat.
That is cool. I wish we would have had more time to do co-op.
I do too.
I'm sure co-op
Yeah.
would have been a blast.
I think it
on
would
this
have been
game.
fun. Yeah, for sure. I think it would have gone by even faster.
But like 30 minutes. Okay, we're done.
Right. Yeah.
This game did remind me of Past Midnight.
Oh man, I haven't thought about Past Midnight.
Yeah, the zombie
minute.
lady boss was absolutely a Past Midnight variety of boss.
Totally. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it was. Yeah, and it's like, okay, so like the bosses, back to like the bosses. Like the bosses in this game they're fucking bonkers, man, because it's like you go through this like level. She's like the end boss of the China level, where like the terracotta soldiers have like come to life, and you're fighting all of
And
them.
sort of, I imagine those spheres, the spears they throw must just be super heavy because they just sort of flop at you. Like most time when you see spears in games, they like come at you super fast in a straight line.
Yeah.
These just sort of wobble 2 feet and fall down.
The range is very, very low on these sabers. I, for one, am very
and
grateful.
they hurt you so much. So they must be like made of solid gold and they're just super heavy.
Yeah, probably. They're old. It's old technology.
Yeah.
That's super old technology.
We found these in the bomber.
Yeah, and then when the Earth went to cold sleep, they got weaker too. So, man, they rebuilt that world pretty quick after
Pretty
cold
quick.
sleep.
I mean, hey, Bruford's a man. He's a fucking techno genius scientist, man.
He's an
He
efficient.
bombarded himself with radiation.
Yeah,
Got super strong.
and super productive.
He's like the master from Fallout. Which I totally forgot until I was mentioned by Drinksmith Joey. a long time ago, also accidentally left his pledge over. He had a bounty as well that he messaged me about, and I totally forgot about it because he had pledged $20 to it way back when, and I forgot to say anything about it. He's like, "Did you guys get that for me?" I was like, "Oh, well, what do you want us to play?" I totally forgot. And he's like, "Fallout Tactics."
Oh no!
All right, I've got it. That's a game I meant to play eventually anyway.
I didn't know. Did I know that he had done a bounty?
I don't know.
Oh wow! Okay.
I remember back in the day him saying something about it,
All right.
about leaving his $20 over to be a bounty right when we had started that.
Okay. Man, just when I thought we were out. It's like, all I got to do is record Metal Gear Solid, Starbox Assault, and I'm done. It's like, fuck! Another one? Okay. Fallout Tactics it is. What's that out? Is that like PC only?
Probably.
Oh, boy.
Because did you ever buy that Fallout package or
No,
whatever
of course
on
not.
Steam?
No, dude, I play all those games on like... No, actually, I did play Fallout 4 on PC. I was about to say I play all those on console. No, I didn't buy the package. That's like... Is that like the old... Like Fallout Tactics is like old, right?
Old.
Yeah,
You get it like super cheap on good old games.
All right, well then that's not so bad. I'm actually more into like checking out the old than I am the current Fallout. Yeah. I'm Fallouted out. I really am. I'm Fallouted out. It's kind of like, and no offense, I really don't mean any offense to anybody, because like I know like you love Fallout. I know a lot of people love Fallout, and I sure as hell did for a really long time.
Yeah.
But it's like now it all just kind of feels like the same shit, where it's just like, well, you know, you got all these monsters that you've seen already. You're in a different biome. You listen to music that's from this certain era, and everything kind of looks like it's from this era, and it's like I get it. That's the charm of it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm over it. I guess.
I don't feel like that, but I can understand that sentiment.
And I don't want to shit on it because I think I still think Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, fantastic games, and Fallout 4 I enjoyed what I played of it, but it's just like, man, I guess I think I'm just over it.
Yeah,
Like,
I bought Outer Worlds on the Steam sale.
See, I'm interested in that because it's like it's like Fallout
It's
from what I've
Obsidian,
heard,
who
but
makes my favorite Fallout in space.
but it's different. Yeah, it's not like that. And don't get me wrong, I do love that aesthetic, but it is like, I don't know. There's just a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
You know.
And there's just so much. Fallout is almost frustrating to me in that I love the story of that world, and it's just the production and everything is so slow, and there's so much we don't know that I get frustrated with the lack of Fallout content for me to bring in. I would just like Fallout novels.
Yeah.
I would like more of that, just flesh out every part of the world. Let me know more. Let me know stories. Let me know, but like...
Yeah, or like a show. Like, I'd totally be down for like a Netflix Fallout show and like never play a Fallout game again. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
it's like I
I'd be
can
down
get
for
that. I can get that aesthetic fix from the show and then be like, well, now I don't have to worry about like doing all these side quests.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean... I'm not trying to... I do love Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I think those are great games. And it's like, I think the storytelling, like through the terminals and stuff in those games is like very good. And it's like, the lore is incredibly deep. I'm just not excited to play that kind of game anymore.
The points you bring up are certainly valid because it is, you do feel like very ghouls, super mutants. Yeah. I mean,
and I like that stuff, but it's just like, I just kind of want to do something different. You know?
I get that.
Well, Run Saber.
Run Saber.
What about? Oh yeah, you were talking about the giant.
Yeah, the
undead
zombie
elf.
lady. Yeah, just like gives a lady sort of in repose, and you can go send in her hand and hit her in her crumbling face while she like raises fire up to try and get you. You can just stand on her wrist though.
Yeah.
And just take her out.
Because she doesn't move her hand, she doesn't move her arm at all. She just fires a disintegration ray from her finger.
You can position yourself where that can't hit you and the flames can't hit you.
Easiest boss in the game. Easiest boss in the game. She looks like the Crypt Creeper's wife.
Yeah.
Like the Crypt Creepsters. You know.
I'm a Creepster.
You know, Bruford's Crypt Creepsters. There's an interesting bit of trivia about that boss. You may know this, but there's originally that boss, instead of being the Crypt Creeper's the Crypt keepers, the crypt creepers.
The spouse of the crypt keeper.
I don't know why I can't all of a sudden say crypt keeper. But
The person who the crypt keeper
Yes!
would say, my
Yes!
wife.
none of us can do it.
Crypt keeper.
The crypt keeper's wife, originally that boss was like a beautiful woman dressed in like traditional Chinese attire. And then don't know why, but Nintendo of America was like, nope. And then what they came back with was a zombie elf that is like totally fucking like nightmarish compared to like, this is honestly like the most gruesome boss in this game.
But no cultural appropriation.
See, we were talking about it on Discord where it's like Paul from Press Me to Cancel is like, maybe it was because they didn't want you to like kill a beautiful woman. And it's like, well, maybe that is the case, but I mean, what they made was nightmare fuel instead.
Yeah. All right, pills down the hatch.
All right, it's
go time.
Sleepy time, Tyler time. We're about to go from Bruford to Mega Bruford. We're really not gonna be able to say Crypt Keeper here in a moment.
He's a crypt keeper. It's a judicial
The
system.
judicial system. Put Dana Carvey in a Fallout game, and I'm back in.
What ghoul Dana Carvey?
Yeah. Or we could play Fallout 76, which I still haven't played, but we could
I bought it for like $7.
Yeah.
My PS4 has since broke a little broken.
Yeah. My PS3 has recently died, which is a bummer.
I still have so many PS3 games that I never even
That you haven't
fucking
played.
touched. You know?
Yeah, there are a bunch of PS4 games that I don't own. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. There are a bunch of PS4 games that I own that I haven't played, but there's also ones that I haven't bought that I would like to buy and never play.
There are a bunch of PS4 games I haven't played.
After you beat the giant undead elven woman, you go to a mission called the third mission, Jod Valley. Jod Valley. Which what I love about this is like it opens with a boss fight.
Where do you keep your jawbreakers, Dr. Bruford?
Jod Valley.
Jod Valley.
It opens with a boss fight, which is a giant eagle. Just out of nowhere.
Yep.
So you fight this giant eagle.
Just swoops in a V. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. And that's like, okay, so we talked about the saber attacks and we talked about the special attacks, the screen clears, but you can also
the Samus attack.
Right. You can do like a spin jump, the spin attack, and I think it's really neat because it's like you just jump in the air and it's like depending on whether you press up, you'll do the spin. If you're in the air and press down, your toes will like catch on fire, and it's like that'll allow you to like hop on enemies, kind of like
It's very
Chun-Li
much.
style.
It reminds me of. I know this is after this game came out, but it reminds me of Maria's kick in the.
Oh yeah, and Symphony of the Night. Yeah. Or Rondo. Either one. Yeah, totally. That's a really good observation. I didn't put that together.
Because I watched just earlier today. Part of a no damage run of Maria and Symphony of the Night, and it's her on top of the huge ball of zombies, like on the very top of it, just doing that kick over and over and over and over and over until it's dead.
That's like Beast in X-Men 2. Like I watched a speed run of someone like fight Tusk, and that's all Beast did was essentially just bounce. But yeah, so the level starts and you kill this eagle boss. And then the eagle, like, its body disappears, but its decapitated head falls to the ground. And then out of nowhere, this, like, raptor man, like, comes in, like, grabs the head and then disappears. And it's like, well, that was weird. And then you play the entire rest of the level.
You get the eagle head? No? Oh, goodbye.
Right. You play the entire, like, the rest of the level, essentially. And then all of a sudden you fight all these regular enemies, fight. And then you get to this clearing where there's like this power station or something, like this electrical like fuse box or something sticking out of the ground. And then like you see the head just like fall and like land on the ground. And then like a cyborg body grows out from the ground underneath it. And then you fight the eagle head on top of a cyborg body. And it's like doing like bionic commando like punches and shit. So it's so fucking bizarre. that I love it. It kind of like, I know like the Contra vibes are there for sure, but it also gives me like Monster Party vibes just from like the sheer
all right.
like not gameplay, just the sheer level of
Weirdness,
what the fuckedness.
That's an onion ring.
Right?
Fuck is that shrimp tempura? Okay, the guy's already dead. He's telling me he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it's not that weird. Now, if someone did a Fallout mod of Monster Party, I'd definitely play that. Where like the ghouls are replaced by shrimp tempura. Oh shit. Like, is that a regular dead shrimp tempura, or is that a ghoul shrimp tempura? I don't know. Oh, it moved.
Well, it's a pumpkin with a sheet doing a dance. Okay, wonderful. I better turn into Bert.
That's a game that honestly, like that game needs like a remake
Yep.
of some sort, you know, like a Phasmophobia, like real scary style.
You're just a kid with shiny black hair and a baseball bat
Yes.
in a hell dimension. Human legs just kicking out of the ground, attached to nothing.
Man, weird game.
He's so weird.
Weird game. And that's like the best though. I wonder how much that was before we did the how much is this game?
Yeah. I wonder how much that is.
I bet that's an expensive one. So after you beat that cyborg with the eagle head, which really seems unnecessary, right? Like what is the eagle head really doing?
He just had to show you he could kill something beautiful.
Was that one of the world's leading scientists? Like, I don't understand why the brain. Yeah, why like the eagle brain was important to that
Probably.
cyborg. Like, could that cyborg not punch unless the eagle brain was like, punch? Like, what is going on?
If Bruford told me I could punch if I got the programming of an eagle.
Like, wouldn't the cyborg just flap instead of punch?
What is a flap but a downward punch?
So once you beat the Eagle Cyborg, you are literally hit with a missile. Like you see a missile launch in the background and then it goes up and leaves the top of the screen. And then all of a sudden a giant missile is coming down on you and it blasts you forward through the rest of the level. And then you fight a giant like Akira-esque worm with like a muddy dolphin head on it and like a big old heart on the back of its head, and it breathes fire.
Makes sense. Lines up.
And then when you kill that, you go on to, I know we don't, like back on our Final Fantasy II episode, we're like, never again are we going to do a walkthrough, but I have to do a walkthrough.
We can do a 5-level walkthrough.
Because this is like, this shit is just so
not
fucking crazy.
Not a 4-hour walkthrough of a game.
Do you want to do 2 episodes of Run Saber? Where we like go into, okay, you got to hit the muddy dolphin head 25 times in order, and then we argue about how many times it is. No, I'm pretty sure it's 27.
Get it out and play it in real time.
After that, you play, honestly, like a really weirdly named level, Greyfac? Greyfac.
Yeah.
Like factory?
Factory. Yeah.
Did they invent game facts like way before? They like just got the name wrong?
That's what it evolves into with enough radiation.
That's Pokemon evolution. Greyfac is, that's where, okay, so man, you were talking about Symphony of the Night. The first boss on Greyfac, which is essentially a factory that makes fire and like spiky balls.
Should be Firefac.
Right? Totally.
Mozilla Firefac. Bowlzilla Firefac.
I bet you thought you knew everything you could about Mozilla Firefox, didn't you? Did you check the Firefax?
Bought a used car, check the Firefax.
Did you buy a new iron stove? There is, okay, so you mentioned Symphony of the Night earlier, which is great because it's like several elements of this game kind of reminded me of Symphony of the Night, especially the first boss in Greyfac, because it's a knight. It's like an axe knight essentially, but instead of an axe, he has a sword, and instead of legs, he has Professor X's wheelchair, but like a steampunk version. Like, you know, you're like Dragon Con, and you're like, "Are you Steampunk Professor X?" And he's like, "Yes, I am." And like it's like that.
I'm telepathically telling you yes.
Right? You are driving me insane. There is So you fight him, and then you get past him, and then you all of a sudden, like I had Super Turrican 2 flashbacks for a moment because like the game does this thing where it's like there are big spiky balls that are just falling, and they deal a lot of damage if they hit you, and you have to like. This is where you have to like really utilize the game's like climbing and grabbing mechanics because
It's Ninja Warrior all over the fucking place.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Climb up walls, ceilings, and everything.
You got to hang like you hang from the ceilings like you do in like Contra 3, and kind of like you do in Strider as well. I think the big reason people compare this to Strider is because of the sabers, and it's like you can get power ups on those sabers that make them longer. And like that's a Strider mechanic where it's like his blade gets like super long, not a Girth Brooks.
Sephiroth's sword.
I mean, come on, let's not get crazy, but pretty long. I'd like to see that fight.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'd like to see that. I mean, Sephiroth would fucking totally win, but only because he's like he can cast Meteor.
It's true. He's got like one wing.
Yeah, and it's like
Strider got no wings.
Right.
Sephiroth got one wing.
Yeah, put the fucking Earth on cold sleep for a year.
Sephiroth don't give a fuck.
Makes it easier to hit with this giant fucking meteor. Bruford ain't got shit.
Bruford ain't got shit. You heard the hot take here first, y'all. Gordon Bruford ain't got shit on Sephiroth.
I love that you remembered his first name.
Dr. Gordon Bruford. Enter Smash.
A new challenger approaches. Gordon Bruford. Who you do fight. He's
his Smash special is the screen glows green with radiation.
Creeper.
Everybody falls asleep.
So he's like Jigglypuff Echo Fighter.
Yeah. There you go.
Because doesn't Jigglypuff even gets really big on like Ultimate? It's Gordon Bruford right there. So there's also this like Boston Dynamics like robot boss that you fight at the end of Greyfac. And it like first it just marches towards you really fast and like shoots lightning on the ceiling and the floor, and you have to dodge that. And then like once you get past that, it starts climbing like kind of like a gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
And as it climbs, it vomits missiles at you like that seek you out. And also
it's a real master mold.
Yeah, total master mold. Speaking of that, it's got a little hang down. I don't know if you noticed that when he's climbing, like
it's his robot nuts.
or like a little turtle head popping out. It was a weird design decision. Where like Nintendo of America's like, you got to get rid of that giant Chinese woman.
Is that a titty? No. It's a it's a sack. It's a turtle head sack. Okay, good.
No, sir. It is a golden turd. All right, check.
Perfect. As long as it's not a nipple.
We were talking about that on Discord earlier today, where Might and Magic 3, where they had the Nintendo put the bright pink bikini on the statue, and then how they edited out the butt cracks and Out of This World. You fight Kurtz again. Kurtz comes back. He's using his flare saber. Where he's got this like Terry Bogart move where like he'll like
put on a trucker hat.
Yeah, he totally puts on his trucker hat. Fucking throws down, man.
My Bruford hat.
Right. All right, from this point forward,
Bruford trucking.
They're called Bruford hats. No longer are they trucker hats. Man, do you remember when Paris Hilton used to wear all those Bruford hats?
Ashton Kutcher had the show just all about Bruford hats.
And then every time you beat Kurtz, because like you fight him 3 times, every time you beat him, he just turns into smoke, which is like hilarious, but also very appropriate. Because he's
except for the last time when he turns into a reptile.
You're right. Yeah. And Noob Saibot after that. And then after that, you get to the after you get to the Greyfac. An island emerges from the ocean, and then you play the last mission, which is called Bruford. And on the Bruford mission, this is like the most Contra-looking level in the game because it is like you're fighting inside of like a giant techno organism or something where it's like flesh and and technology have merged into one. You fight a giant dragon, like it looks like a Chinese New Year dragon, but it's like flying in between like pelvic bones. So there's that.
Yeah, that's my thing.
That does it for me. There is a giant. Earlier in the game, you fight a giant. There's a statue of like someone meditating in the background, and its head comes off, and you fight it. That thing comes back.
Oh yeah, because it has the floating head that's just like the Castlevania boss.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
I forget. I think Kyle said that.
And then you fight Kurtz again. And then you fight a giant 3-headed drill press that barfs lasers. And then you fight who I assume is the man himself, Gordon Bruford, who is now like I know you've seen Attack on Titan. He looks like looks like one of the Titans, but like if he were an orc,
one of the medium Titans.
Right?
That's just like
yeah, not one of the baby Titans. Not those are the truly horrific ones, or the baby looking ones.
Yeah, the giant heads and like 2 small arms.
Yeah,
and
no, I hate those because it's like, first of all, giant babies are terrifying on their own. Even if it's like like a regular human, it's like a regular baby, but it's just like 50% bigger than it should be. Even that's kind of
what's wrong with that baby?
Even that's a little creepy. But when they're like, I don't know, 5,000 times larger, it's even worse. But then it's also like, I don't want to watch anime characters kill a giant baby. So there's also that dichotomy.
Or I don't watch the giant baby for some reason have teeth and eat the human.
Right. I don't want any of this. But you fight Bruford in his Attack on Titan form, where he's got like a fiberglass belly. So like
Krang.
Yeah, like Krang style for sure. Except Krang's not home. Like Krang's on vacation.
He's at Earth. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because you are in Dimension X. I forgot.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I lost the thread. So like you gotta hit Bruford in the face, and when you hit Bruford in the face, his plexiglass stomach opens up, and you got to flip down.
It's
and
a
hit
weird
the
place
stomach.
to keep the button.
A very weird place.
Now put my stomach button in my face.
What would be great is I wish you could climb.
Bruford is contradictions.
I wish you could climb inside that hatch and then control Bruford, and then go back through the game.
Dominate, yeah,
in reverse order. And then you beat Bruford, and then there is this extended cutscene where that makes no sense because it's like, I guess because this game didn't come out in Japan, there was nothing to translate. Like the story that you read does not exist inside the game at all. And they do
somebody just watch it like, what could we say?
Right?
About
What is happening? Because it's like they show you a cutscene in the beginning.
We're just gonna whose line it. It's fine.
Right? Yeah. Give me an occupation. Mad scientist. Okay.
Give me a type of fencing weapon. Saber.
Did I hear saber? Welcome to Run Saber, where the points are made up. So, yeah, there's this cutscene at the end where it's just like you see the sun, the post-apocalyptic sun, and then you see this silhouette of a child just running and running and running while the credits roll, and you're like, who is this child? And then like the camera pans and you see 2 people holding hands, and it's like, those don't look like the Run Sabers. I don't know. One of them honestly looks like Sephiroth. And then like you see 3 other people, and then like the in the distance, and then like the child like leaps into the arms of like one of those people, and it's like, what is any of this? Like, did Bruford turn into a child and then find his mom and
he
dad?
was reborn, yeah.
So it makes no sense. With all of that being said, I think this game is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think this game is pretty good.
I agree.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a certified hidden gem. I don't know. I mean, what do you feel about that?
There's not a lot like it, on the Super Nintendo. So I get people saying it's rough for Strider, but for somebody who never played it and missed that boat entirely, this is pretty good. And
because I never played Strider, like, I kind of preferred Run Saber because it's got the smaller sprites. Like Strider has big sprites, and it's like, I don't know. I kind of like the feel of like a smaller.
I absolutely do for an action platformer, 100%.
And I get it. Like it makes it feel more like an NES game, but it's like I also kind of like NES games.
Yeah,
So it's like I'm okay with that.
Perfect way to go. Yeah.
So yeah, I liked it a lot. I mean, I thought it was really interesting, and it's like if it weren't as weird as it was, then it would need to be longer.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, it would just need to be longer.
Yeah. No, but I'm with you. I might even call this a hidden gem for real though.
Yeah. Would you put it on TADPOG's list of top 100 Super Nintendo games?
It's close. Right now.
Remember that Bruford is in it, okay?
That's true.
Keep that in mind.
At our current standing of all the games that we have left,
Yeah.
I would put it on there. As of right now.
Oh man, that's tough. It's close. I think it's on the bottom
It's
for
very
me
close,
because
yeah.
it's like there are a lot of really good games, and I just don't know that this is in there for me. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I just don't know if it's there.
There aren't enough two-player action experiences on Super Nintendo either.
That is a good point. I really wasn't weighing in the 2-player co-op. That'll probably bump it up. Yeah. I think it's interesting that so Horisoft developed this game, and this is the only game that they have developed that was released outside of Japan, as far as I know. Hori, I don't know if you're familiar.
But not in Japan.
Right, yeah, it's so weird. I don't know. I want to know the story behind why it wasn't released. Hori is like they do a lot of hardware stuff. Like they're like kind of known for like arcade sticks, and like they have like concave or convex buttons, while like Sanwa buttons are like concave. So it's like those are like kind of the two big like styles of buttons, and they're really well known for that. So I had no idea that they had even developed any software, let alone a video game. So I thought that was neat. That was a nice surprise.
Yeah. Do you have any achievements?
I have a couple achievements that came in from Twitch chat. The first of which is Sheena is a punk rocker. Are you a fan of the Ramones, Tyler?
Old-fashioned Ramon?
Yeah, well, of course, I know you're a fan of
I only know one, so
Okay,
I guess
all right.
not.
Yeah. That is a Ramones song, so I, of course, had to pick this one. In order to unlock Sheena is a punk rocker, you listen to the Ramones while playing as Sheena. That came in from Ted Dastic Jr. So, Sheenas. There's Sheena Easton.
Uh-huh.
There's Sheena from Sheena is a punk rocker. And then Lord Matt Barger's dog was named Sheena. Those are the three Sheenas that I know. Am I missing?
Sheena from Mortal Kombat.
Shiva.
Shiva.
Yeah.
It's Shiva, okay. There's She-Ra.
She-Ra.
The other Sheenas. I can't think of one.
So that's probably all three of them.
Yeah. That's it.
Next achievement.
I graduated with a Sheena.
Oh, well, there's the fourth
there's
one.
one more.
All right. They're like Run Sabers.
And now I work with her. So
They're very rare, but they each have their own elemental power.
she also has ice powers for some reason.
She has grass.
She does come down to get ice all the time, oddly enough.
The second achievement is Hail Mary. In order to unlock Hail Mary, dump all your special attack moves on the last bit of health in a desperate attempt to kill the boss. That came in from Shadow Fan Sam, and that's essentially all that I did. Because it's like you only get like 3 hits before you die unless you gather like health power-ups. But when you die, it resets the number of screen clears that you can do. So it's like if I'm at 1 health, it's just like I'm spamming. I'm unleashing all my electric dragons before I die, and I can't do it anymore. Shadow Fan Sam, this is a game that he and his sister play every year because they got it when they were a kid. And so now it's like a tradition that like once a year they play this game together.
That's pretty cool, though.
It is cool. Yeah, I think it's really neat. And I'm glad that for once we like a game that he owned and played as a kid, because usually we shit on those games. The next achievement I've got is, and it's the directions are you have to say this like Falcon Punch, so I'm going to try my best. Saber Toes! In order to unlock Saber Toes, or as it's known,
Sabertos.
Sabertos, thank you. You can either play this game, you press the B Sabertooth button, or kill every boss with the laser foot attack.
Okay.
And that one came in from Cthusiast Jeff. Do you have any achievements, Tyler?
I've got 2.
What you got?
My first one is don't want no short saber.
Don't want no short saber.
Which
eeny weeny teeny.
yeah, exactly. I mean, that's beat the game with Alan's short saber. But that song, I'd heard it a ton in middle school and high school.
Yeah, of course.
I really thought it was
okay.
short man.
Right.
I had no idea until like
not a wiener.
months ago when I heard the official version. Yeah.
Wait.
Months ago.
Whoa. Official version.
It's short dick man.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. I'll put a link in the show notes of the video.
So they just put a short over dick?
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
I mean, I knew it.
And the video is
about.
like her taking like modeling pictures and have like rulers of like little guys with little dicks.
Oh, I haven't
like,
seen. I haven't seen the video. She's taking dick pics and measuring them.
Basically, yeah.
Wow. I mean, is it hot?
Sorta.
Yeah. Interesting. So wait, how do you unlock that achievement?
You beat the game as with Alan's short saber.
Short dick saber.
Short dick saber. He's that short dick saber.
He is a short dick man, yeah. That's actually what the end cut scene's all about. That small child represents his small penis.
Yeah, he frees it.
Yeah, he frees it.
Or he gets Bruford and mutated to a giant monster techno dong.
That's what this was all about, the techno dongs. You guys remember
the
when
Cyberpunk 2077 huge cyber techno dongs?
You guys remember when Baxter the Fly helped Crane make cyber dongs? When Shredder was like, this Technodrome is great, but you know what it could use to go along with these truck nuts?
I want a mouser head at the end of my dick.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't know? Do you have any other achievements?
I've got Bounty Hunter Princess.
Okay.
So as Sheena...
Play Fallout Tactics.
Perfect. Beat a level using only the screw attack, essentially.
Oh, okay. All right. I like it.
That's all I got.
All right. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I have a question for you. If you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would you give it?
I would give it Splinter's fur beard.
Top beard? Top beard or bottom beard?
Bottom beard.
Bottom beard.
Bottom
Okay.
beard. Bottom beard.
Splinter's Merkin.
Yeah, exactly.
My new Steam name.
Parts those purple robes. Splinter's Merkin.
Any particular reason why? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, Splinter's good.
Splinter's good.
He's a ninja master.
It's not funny. He's a ninja master.
All right. Okay. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
If you were to give this game a pair of glasses that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would you give it?
Those oddly shaped spectacles of that one of the neutrinos was wearing in the episode of Turtles.
Of course.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to have to revisit the neutrinos. It is, I mean, I haven't even thought about it.
The girl with the green dress and the orange hair that was in love with Michelangelo, but she had to go back to Dimension X.
Yeah. That's a tale as old as time.
Yeah. Gotta take my girl's gotta take her flying car back to the Warlord Hell dimension.
Yeah. Modern day Romeo and Juliet. Really sucked when Michelangelo committed suicide, but you know.
Yep.
Sometimes that's how the story needs to go, I guess. Do you know that's why Metalhead exists? To replace dead Michelangelo?
Oh. Donatello in his grief built a new Michelangelo.
I like this dark origin of Metalhead.
But it's like that scene in AI when the kid starts eating all the spinach. So Metalhead is like eating pizza.
Yeah, right.
Do I please you, master? Do I please you? I am Michelangelo. Until he falls apart. Just cheese seeping out of every crack in Metalhead.
I'd watch it. Yeah, I'd watch it.
Cowabunga!
Man, cowabong hit. I thought what you were going to say. Yeah. Have you heard of, I think it's called Last Ronin? Where it's like this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles storyline that I think is going on right now in the comics, where it's like 3 of the Ninja Turtles died, and there's only one brother remaining. And it's like, it's the story of that one brother. And it's like the cover of the like #1 issue or whatever is a turtle that's kind of like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, not like a Mitch McConnell turtle, but like a Ninja Turtle, like silhouetted, and like on its back he has every weapon essentially. So it's like,
oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Okay.
So I really want to read it. I haven't yet, but hopefully I can get it like collected.
Do we know which turtle it is?
That's the kind of, I think that's the big appeal to it. I don't know, and I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
For myself.
That'd be cool if they kind of can keep it under wraps until like the very, very end.
Because like for me, the fun thing is like speculating, knowing nothing about it, speculating which one like would survive.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's got to be Michelangelo because no one expects it to be Michelangelo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's the move.
He's also the most, well, I don't know, Raph would also be pretty likely to snap as well.
Like what do you mean? Like snap and
Snap, take up all the weapons and sort of be
Sure.
every turtle.
Sure, but I think that people think that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it totally would make sense. It also would make sense for every one of them.
Or is it Venus de Milo, the girl turtle? That's the one no one expects.
Yeah. Well, she's actually, I think, the one who killed the 3 others.
Okay. Who's the one that has like the Binky Island or whatever? Slash?
Binky Island. I'm no Slash, but what's Binky Island?
I remember Slash in the cartoon, like he had to have his Binky, which was like the island that was in his tank whenever he was still a turtle.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't your memories of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon, this fucking astounds me.
It's part of knowledge. Just I have just weird glimpses when I concentrate.
Because it's like, dude, I watched that so much as a kid, but it's like that shit's gone. Like, you know what I mean? That
You probably filled it with more important stuff. Meanwhile,
that's debatable.
I'm forgetting like algebra, so I know the Binky that Slash had.
That's debatable. I was over here like Hori buttons are like convex, and then it's debatable. All right, I overwrote that data with other useless data. But like, yeah, I don't remember any of that stuff. But yeah, the Binky. When you said Binky, I don't know why I went to Garfield's Pookie.
It's valid, Pookie.
I don't know that I told you this, but so like Halloween, we were riding in the car over to my mom's house because she got like a Halloween piñata because it's like we didn't do trick-or-treating because of COVID stuff. And like on the way over, I was like, I wanted to listen to the Garfield Halloween special song because like there's a bunch of songs. So specifically the What Should I Be song. And so like I'm watching it just because it's like, I don't know, it's like a tradition. And it's like I'm watching it and from the back seat I hear Henry go, "I love Garfield." And I'm like,
Fuck yeah, you
yeah, all right, fist bump. Yeah, you love him and his front tail, right? He brought that up to me out of the blue. Like,
Oh, he'll never forget that either.
he brought that up
If
to
he
me.
brought it back up again, it is locked
Yeah,
in.
it's totally locked in.
What's your earliest memory? Front tail.
Front tail. That's going to be his password to all his social media accounts.
Front tail question mark.
Oh, shit. I have to capitalize the first letter on this one. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to buy Run Saber for the Super Nintendo loose, how much do you think you'd pay for it?
I've never heard of it. $30.
Tyler, actual retail value of Run Saber loose on average for the Super Nintendo, according to PriceCharting.com at the time of this recording, is $70. $70. This is one of these games that broke my heart because like on Price Charting they show you like the graph of like the price and it's like, oh man, I could have bought this game 8 years ago for like $2. It's like one of those where it's like, oh, Super Nintendo games are popular right now, so all the ones that were kind of rare, super expensive.
Fuck.
I would like to own this game. Yeah, I'd like to buy this one. Maybe when it fucking cools down off that $70 price point. But yeah, I'd like to own this one. Would you like to hear what Flopsy has to say about Run Saber, aka the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES Library, 1991 through 1998, by Pat Contry, courtesy of Master Mold Mike? Flopsy gave this game 3.5 stars.
Okay, I think that's appropriate.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And they compare it to Strider as well.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense.
If there had been like Strider on the Super Nintendo,
Right, 'cause
I
it
could
wasn't-
understand.
yeah.
But it's all the Super Nintendo has, so you can't be that
Right.
mad.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it.
All right.
I think that's all for Run Saber.
Do we have any other questions?
I do. I have a quiz that came in from one Ross Rachel Green, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if I can pull that up here. I have a quiz entitled "Run Saber Run," and that's exactly how he typed it out.
Broofer's gonna get you.
You remember when Broofer drove his old truck really fast at Kurt's, and Kurt's was just. Oh, sorry. No, I fucked it up. Kurtz was driving, of course. We got to start the podcast over.
You're right. Start.
Let's gonna start it over.
Take it back.
Yeah. Well, we need to put this podcast on cold sleep for a year.
We're gonna fill the garage with radiation.
We're gonna come back as giant podcasters, the world's biggest podcasters. If we can't have a fan base as big as Joe Rogan's, we might as well be 4 stories tall.
Yeah, you're right. I've never thought about it like that, but you're 100% right.
Then I'll finally be ready to fight him. Ross begins. I went back to work today after my 2 weeks off. Oof. I know that feel. I only took a week off. And boy, today really was rough. Ross continues, I had a lot of fairly pointless emails, many of which asked me for something urgently, but seeing as my phone number is on my out of office and no one called, then I suspect it probably wasn't as urgent as they first thought.
Yep.
I did buy a new monitor as I have been working off a small laptop for a while, and without measuring, I decided that a 27-inch sounded about right, only for it to be bloody massive once it arrived. That's pretty big for like a monitor on your desk.
27,
27, yeah. He doesn't go on about that. I want to know more about the monitor. Ross, I need to know. What did you do? Or have you acclimated to it? Its massive girth? I read an old news story about a guy who had his foot removed, then cooked and ate it with his friends. It was consensual.
He had a 27-inch monitor.
It was consensual. They knew they were eating foot. Remember this. It brings context later. So, SNES games starting with the letters from Run Saber Run. Also, if Run Saber Run isn't already an achievement, it's where you run as fast as you can through a level without attacking or collecting anything.
Okay.
Are you ready to begin?
I am.
I don't know if he's going to do it the English spelling of saber or the British spelling of saber.
Sabra.
Sabra, maybe. First, R. This R is an Enix RPG that was designed for a younger audience and was known as slapstick in Japan.
Man, no idea.
R. I feel like we should get this.
Okay, so what are all the Enix games? Illusion of Gaia, Terra Enigma, Soul Blazer,
the quintet things. Oh God, we have to get this one. RPG game, comma A.
Yep. Perfect.
I have no idea.
I have none.
I don't know what it is. Rune words.
Rune Saber.
Rune. Rune Forest Rune. It's like a dwarven scribe.
I like how that laugh leaked out of you. It was so good.
I'm rooted as fast as I can.
I think Rune's probably a pretty good something. Rune something. I think that's a pretty good guess.
Rune something. Locked in. The answer is Robotrek.
Yeah. Never heard of it.
Robotrek, yeah. Next question.
Called slapstick in Japan.
I don't know.
It's the robot that goes on a trek, and his name is Slapstick. Slapstick the robot.
Well, I think it's no. Well, no, it is no. The title is Slapstick. That's
Yeah.
weird. I thought he meant like
It's a goofy robot set in the Run Saber world, where it's a goofy robot roving across the barren wasteland countryside.
It's the eagle-headed cyborg. It's his adventures after the missile hits.
What's your name? Slapstick. It's sort of a Mad Max sort of thing.
I thought it was like a dare.
I slap people with this stick until they're dead. So they call me Slapstick.
I took it out. I dare you to slap it. Next question. Nope, sorry. Next question. This U, it's not Run Saber. This U is a city building simulation game compatible with the SNES mouse. That
Utopia.
is Utopia? Logging it in. I have no idea. It is Utopia.
All right.
The creation of a nation.
All right, that makes sense. Because then it's like, what could be a world building thing with a U? Utopia?
Nice. I was going to guess unpopulous. Man, that just made me think of that song Unpopular from the 90s. Do you remember that one? I think that was like Not a Surf or something.
I thought of popular from Wicked only as unpopular.
No, wait. No, that was popular. I think it was popular. Shit. I think
We're going to have to watch Wicked.
Fuck.
Real time.
Yeah, let's do it. This is now a Wicked podcast. We're two 4-story podcasters talking about
Talking
Wicked
about Broadway musicals from 10 years ago.
and vaguely threaten Joe Rogan. Next question.
The elf takes it. She bathed herself in like scented oils because she can't get wet in water. And Rogan is totally the Gwyneth Paltrow for men.
Oh, I see. The European bath. Apologies to our European listeners. These are just things that I was told in French class. I don't know if it's true or not.
It's true. It's totally true.
Next question. This N is an adaptation of a kids' action sports show. It has to be Nickelodeon Guts.
Yep.
Has to be, right?
Yep.
Nick Arcade was strictly live action, right?
I don't think it got a game.
All right.
I don't think it got a game comprised of other games. You played 10 seconds of other games for points.
I want to do Nick Arcade with my green screen set. That's what I want to do.
God, that'd be so good, man. It's 30 minutes of you being an inch away from a gym.
Waving in a gym. While chat just screams, get it!
Why is it always the green football player? Come on.
Nikki's to the side just taunting me with a JVC boombox.
And bouncing in moon shoes.
Damn, I wanted those moon shoes.
Oh, I did too.
Damn,
Fuck.
I wanted those moon shoes so bad.
Yep.
And my mom said they would be a waste of money.
Well, as a fat kid, I probably would have put them on and just sunk to the floor.
Well, it's like, as a dad now, it's like I totally get it because it's like, yeah, I would have put those on and played with them for 10 minutes and then be like, I own moon shoes, into the closet. Never again.
You're going to bounce around the house and going to get everything everywhere.
Right?
You go to the mailbox? Sure, Dad. Wow.
Oh, sweet. Our geeky kid's even fucking weirder now.
If I jump really hard, my shoes, my feet crash to the ground really hard.
Next question. Oh, wait. Let's see if we were right. Nickelodeon Guts. I just took that as a gimme. It is. We got it. Next question. This S is an action puzzle game similar to Lemmings that was titled SS Lucifer Man Overboard on Sega consoles.
So I was going to say Super, Krusty's Funhouse.
I was going to say Sexy Krusty's Funhouse.
SS Lucifer.
SS Lucifer.
That's what Krusty calls his dick.
Was that the sequel to Overboard? SS Lucifer Man Overboard? With Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn?
Yeah, I think you're right. I'd never heard of Overboard until Melissa described it to me the other day.
Oh, man. I remember watching.
About how rapey it is.
Yeah.
Like, thinking back on it.
Dude, the number of like quote rapey comedies unquote that I watched as like a 7 and 8-year-old is insane because it's like Revenge of the Nerds. Like, I mean, like
Revenge for the Nerds is the worst,
fucking,
man.
like,
that is straight up like that is horrible rape that this guy just did.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was on HBO, so I mean, you gotta watch it. Dad's paying for it, gotta watch it, right? Thanks, Porkies. This S is an action puzzle game similar to Lemmings. I have no idea.
Yeah, no clue.
Simpsons? Krusty's Funhouse, comma, the?
I guess it could be.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
I have, but why would it be SS Lucifer Man Overboard on Sega?
Because they just took away the Simpsons theme. I don't know.
Satan? Like is S? No, there would not be a game that's Satan on it for SNES.
No.
I have no idea. Mm-hmm. Krusty's Fun.
Yeah, there you go.
It is Sink or Swim.
Okay.
Never heard of that one. Next question. This A is a sequel to a platforming God sim. ActRaiser 2 has to be, right?
There you go.
ActRaiser 2, locking it in. It is ActRaiser 2, a game that I cannot wait for the randomizer to pick.
Yep.
I've never played it. I've heard it's not as good as ActRaiser, but I still want to play it, you know? Next question.
You know, it's about the Book of Acts.
The Book of Acts, right?
You know, it's about the unreleased book of the Bible, Acts 2.
Right. Man, nothing's as good as Numbers Razor, though. It's like the Donkey Kong Jr. math of ActRaiser. Oh, God. Shit, how many kids did Lot have? I don't...
How old is Methuselah? 1,092.
Next question. This B is a mech-based shooting game compatible with the Super Scope that was called Space Bazooka in Japan.
Battle Clash.
I think it's Bazooka Blitzkrieg.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Sure.
Maybe? A mech-based shooting game? Maybe it is Battle Clash. Because that is mech.
That is mech. But it could go either way.
Let's do. I like your Battle Clash because that's definitely mech oriented. Yeah. Battle Clash. It is in fact Battle Clash.
All right.
Thanks for talking me off that. Bazooka Blitzkrieg.
Well, I just said Battle Clash and you talked yourself off it.
Yeah. I'm good at that. If I have a mutant ability, it's self-doubt. Next question. This ease.
What's your son's name? Henry. Is it? Well, shit, man.
Wasn't it Front Tail Boy? I can't remember. That's a Fall Out Boy cover band, Front Tail Boy.
Remember Phil made jokes about it being dinty. Maybe I did. Maybe I did do that.
That would explain the weird giant thumbprint on him.
And how I exclusively fed him potted meat until he was 6.
No, that's just a money issue. Next question. This E sees you evade the game's many antagonists who are after you because they want the suit back and also rescue and protect Princess What's-Her-Name.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
I had a hard time reading that question, so my brain didn't process it. I was just like, read it right. I don't even know what he asked.
Don't know what I said. And fuck you, San Diego. Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim. Locking it in. It is, in fact, Earthworm Jim. Next question. This R is a baseball game named after a pitcher named The Rocket.
What did it start with again?
R. Did Ric Flair have like a baseball career for a minute?
Ric Flair rocket pitching.
Yeah.
Started with an R.
This R is a baseball game named after a pitcher. Roger Clemens?
Roger Clemens.
MVP baseball?
Yeah.
Was
Roger
he the
Clemens,
Rocket?
NBA. Sure. I don't remember that, but
Locking it in.
that's the only one that starts with an R. I'm trying to think of all the pitchers start with an R.
It's
So
Roger Clemens MVP
Okay.
baseball. And I got that and I didn't get Earthworm Jim. I gave that a legitimately love. Roger Clemens baseball, y'all, is a very bad game that I've forgotten
but
about.
it was one of my favorite episodes we've ever done.
Why? I can't remember what.
Chris Black.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Next question. This R is, I think of Karnov when I think of Chris Black. But yeah, the Roger Clemens was the Kevin Spacey of Paducah episode, right?
That was Karnov?
That was Karnov?
That was Karnov.
Well, I think Karnov's better then.
And then Karnov's where it was like funny, and then we got like kind of emotionally real and awkward, and then it's like Kevin Spacey and Paducah, brother.
That's what podcasting's all about. Joe Rogan can't deliver that shit.
It's
true. Next question.
Watch him have Chris Black on next fucking week.
Next question. This R is a shoot 'em up puzzle game. Oh, sorry. Let me start over. This R is a shoot 'em up puzzle arcade game many consider to be the precursor to tower defense games.
Rocky and Pocky.
Is that a puzzle arcade game, though?
That's Pocky and Rocky, so.
Rocky and Pocky.
Rocky and Pocky.
I didn't even pick up on that.
It's with an R.
Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Rocky. I think that is a Super Nintendo game.
I think it is. Is it a puzzle game?
I have no idea.
There's no way. I hope it is. That's got to be way better than a platformer. You know that platformer is going to be shitty.
What?
Yeah, but if it's like trying to rearrange Bullwinkle's antlers, all of a sudden it's like they're doing some weird shit with this, and I like it. I am here for it.
Bullwinkle's bleeding from his skull. Put his horns back in.
Quick,
Boris and Natasha.
It'd probably be something stupid like a sliding puzzle, or like put the puzzle pieces in order to make a picture of Boris and Natasha. This R is a shoot 'em up puzzle arcade game. Well, that was
Shoot 'em up puzzle arcade game. A precursor to tower defense games for the Super Nintendo?
Yeah. Many consider to be a precursor to tower defense games. And this is on the Super Nintendo. I think of like Bust a Move, because that's like a puzzle game where you shoot, but that doesn't start with R.
Yeah, does it sound like
Probably Rocco's Modern Life?
Rocco? Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't think I probably haven't even, my guess is I haven't even heard of this game.
Yeah, probably. Probably right. So, real puzzle shooting.
Real puzzle shooting, locking it in. It is, in fact, Rampart, a game I have heard of, but I've never watched any gameplay or seen. Okay. Sandwich Pope Phil, I think, nominated it for the SNES Club Game of the Month.
I just know it's that movie that Woody Harrelson went on, asked Reddit to promote, and that somebody was like, oh, hey, you raped my friend. Like it went out of control.
Was he in Revenge of the Nerds? I didn't even know.
No. Or when he didn't rape her, he just like fucked her and then treated her like shit, never called her again. Like it was some big like story where he had to bail out, like, and they distanced himself from the Ask Reddit after that.
Man, how excited do you think that Redditor was when they found out that he was going to do an AMA where it's like, finally.
Time to call him out on his bullshit. Yep.
We will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. Finally, we will have our revenge. Wow, I didn't know that.
It's in like Reddit, I forget what.
Like best of or whatever?
Yeah, where their Hall of Glory or whatever that subreddit is.
Oh, by the way, not to bring this, not to put a governor on this thing, but like we've reached our rape quota for this show. So like we just pump the brakes for the rest. Save it for next episode.
Well, we have so many. I mean, granted, it reset in 2021.
That is true. Yeah, we're just getting them all in. Get them all in. Next question. This U involves a demon named Dargon, who has been revived with the sole intent to destroy the Flying Warriors, who are a team of superheroes.
With a U.
Is it Ultraman?
Yeah.
I don't know anything
I say
about
go
it.
Ultraman. I don't know anything else I would guess.
Locking it in. It is Ultimate Fighter. That was a wrestler, right?
Close. Ultimate Warrior.
Damn it. Fuck. I was close.
Different Final Fantasy class.
Damn it. Right, yeah. Ultimate Ranger.
Ultimate Onion Knight. Ultimate Mime.
Next question. This Ultimate Calculator. This is an arcade racing game that stars a British F1 racing driver who lived in Port Erin on the Isle of Man during his F1 career. I have seen what was his house. What was his house? What is it now? Like an Arby's? A big Rupert's?
See, it's the only Arby's on the Isle of Man that was converted from the racer's house.
They're like, it was his dying wish, like, make my house an Arby's. And they didn't change anything.
Bury me under my Arby's.
We really should have reviewed his will before we pulled the plug. Rest in peace, guy whose name starts with N.
Nigel Turnbow.
Nigel Turnbow's British F1 Racing.
Yep.
Locking it in.
British as fuck racing.
British as fuck racing. British AF1 Racing.
boat race.
It is Nigel Mansell's World Championship
Got half of
Racing.
it.
Half credit.
It's like, what's a British as fuck in name?
Wow.
It's Nigel.
Wow.
If it would have been a B, it would have been Basil. So
Oh my God. Yeah, Basil. Okay.
I hope Ross went when I said Nigel. He's like, holy fuck. What's he saying?
I know. Yeah, okay, well, that was it. Run, Saber, run. We're done.
Yeah.
And he did spell it the correct Saber.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Final question. You have to cook and eat a part of your own human body. Or else, what do you eat? Like a toe or something?
Yeah, I guess like your pinky toe.
Like, you got to make a decision. Are you going for flavor or are you going for like the least?
Do I have to like it?
Yeah, like the least amount of mutilation.
Because I guess it's got to be like, you don't want to go big toe. You got to learn to walk again. So like, you can go little toe.
Well, could you go like
pinky.
appendix?
Oh, gallbladder, appendix.
Probably not going to taste good.
You're right. Get some organ meat, something you don't use.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's the best option.
Right?
Something that's only going to hurt you if it fucks up, but doesn't do any good. So
Right.
like appendix.
Yeah, but then you got to think about the setting in which
I still have my appendix, but I don't have my gallbladder. So either way.
you don't need the gallbladder.
I
didn't know.
It just
that.
holds bile, but you don't have to have it.
So what happens to the bile? It just goes on.
Yeah, just shit it out. Just
Yeah.
right out my ass.
Run, Saber, run!
Your bile's leaking down your leg.
Shit, boy, I think you let your Bruford go. Let's see what Ross said. So we're going gross, disgusting organs.
Yep.
Yeah, because it has to be for my own body. If it was someone else's body, I might pick something like something different.
Yep.
I might go for something good tasting. What do you think? Because like, okay, as a chef, like as a culinary professional, in all honesty, what part of the human body do you think would taste the best?
Whatever muscle you use the least.
The least.
So your butt, absolutely not. Going to be tough as hell.
So what muscles? I mean, I feel like we use a lot of our muscles. I mean, I don't, but like most people do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what might be a good one. Like,
because like you don't want if the muscles used a lot, it just gets tough, right? That's the
Yep.
reasoning. Yeah, we use our muscles, man.
So I'm trying to think if there's anything.
But I guess other animals do too.
Maybe cheeks.
Cheeks?
Cheeks
Like
are just
face cheeks.
cheeks are just like soft. I know. I say that because I've had
Man, you just
veal cheeks.
Yeah.
Veal cheeks are wonderful.
really?
Yeah.
You just gave me like a really good, like honest, like correct.
I saw your face.
Correct answer, and dude, I got grossed the fuck out. This went from like a fun game to me to like, oh man, Tyler knows what the best part it is to eat on a human. Oh my god, this man's a fucking psychopath. I asked the question. I wanted to know.
As a chef and psychopath, what's the best part to eat? Cheeks.
That was like
Not those ass cheeks, but those face cheeks.
they be clapping. That was like a micro Call of Cthulhu episode for me, where it's like I don't know why I opened that book. Close it. Close it.
Yeah. So you got to make a Call of Cthulhu cult to where all
Cheek eaters.
Yeah, the one big fat lead cultist who demands all his followers, he bites their cheeks off and eats
Holy
them.
shit, man. That is rough.
So you just see the muscle and teeth in the side of their face.
Yeah, they'd have to be like a The Society of the Grimace. People get them like think they're like a McDonald's affiliate, but they're totally not. They get upset about it all the time. Not that Grimace.
McDonald's keeps winning, but they keep losing. We don't even know how. It must be dark magic.
Look, man, if Orange Julius can't get back on its feet, McDonald's is fucked.
You're right.
Ross says, I told someone at work I would eat a foot-long part of my dick because I would still have 2 feet of dick left.
Hi-oh.
But I would probably go with something meaty like calf or thigh. He doesn't know the cheek trick. Those are probably going to be really tough.
Especially like your thighs and like your biggest, strongest muscle in your body is your butt.
Yeah. Oh, it's the butt.
It is, yeah.
I would have assumed
your
it was
gluteus maximus is the, because I mean, think about it, you're using it constantly to walk, to move, to get up.
Shoot those turds out.
Shoot the turds. They call it the turd pressurizer in college.
Yeah, this is my poop trebuchet.
The turd trebuchet.
This thing's locked and loaded,
Man,
baby.
my turd bucket's loaded.
And Ross says, but I do have a 3-foot dick. My answer back to him is, you lie. You lie. Okay.
But
Thank you,
I
Ross.
would have saw it hanging over his hand or wound up when he's with that picture of his balls.
Look, man, if someone has a 3-foot dick, whether you want to know or not, you know.
Yeah.
I don't even think my legs are 3 feet long. They say the intestines are the longest organ on a human's body. Right? Well, how about the intestines?
Or the skin.
Have you we've all eaten intestines, right?
Yeah, hot dog
hot
casing.
dogs, and
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
For the most part. They do
how
have
about
like artificial.
Back to cannibalism? Back to the shit that makes me like not be able to sleep. Like, how about that? How about like a little? Would that count if you like just take like human intestine and just use it to like, I don't know, encase some sausage meat? I don't. What's in sausage? Assholes' lips.
Pretty much.
Yeah, just the tips.
Pretty much just Mitch McConnell's lips then. Oh. I think the only legal part of a human you can eat is...
Wait, hold up. There's a legal part that you can eat?
Yep. That is the...
The appendix. Oh, no, it's the... it's like the birth thing.
Yep.
It's,
Yep. I don't know. I can think of it now. But yeah.
Oh, no! I've had a baby. I haven't personally, but like my wife had a baby. I should know this. Oh my God, we're the worst.
Yep.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What's the baby organ that you could eat? Placenta.
Placenta. All right, there you go.
Yikes. All right. Well, if you ever wanted
So
to know,
you eat the placenta. People barbecue it.
did you say you can eat nipples placenta?
You get nipples and placenta.
Do you think nipples would taste like pepperonis? If you fried them the right way?
If you fried them the right way. You think if we like cured them with spices, they would taste like pepperonis?
All right.
Yeah, probably.
So we've also met our cannibalism quota for the year. I'm sorry, I've just been poking this bear for so long. I don't like it. I just
After I
can't
played Red Dead so many times, I had to know about the cannibal.
I don't know why I can't stop. I think it's because I feel like I've got like this cache of information right in front of me. Like I could find out real like
What fucked up culinary knowledge do you have?
right, exactly. It's like what dark magic have you earned through your culinary training, right? Would you eat a placenta?
Yeah, I would. I would try that.
You would eat a placenta?
I would try
like
a
a human
placenta.
placenta?
Yeah.
Does it have to be like, okay, so you said it's legal to eat a placenta.
Yeah.
Could someone just like start up a placenta factory where they're like, give us your placentas? And
I bet you could probably buy one somewhere. I would imagine. Or maybe it's only legal if it's your own. I don't
Man.
know.
Patreon goal?
Patreon go. Yep. Yep.
If we reach $200 a month, Tyler will eat a placenta.
You want to send us yours? Get in contact.
Do you think a placenta tastes better or worse than a canned squid with a face on it still?
Probably better if it's done right. I'm sure there's a Placenta cookbook out there somewhere.
How do you cook it? It's like a saute.
People
or-
like grill it.
they
Yeah.
grill it. Like they're just out there making steaks.
I saw an internet video one time where they went home and grilled and ate the placenta.
Did they like? What were the side dishes?
I don't remember. I just remember them grilling it outside
Green
and
bean
sitting at a
casserole?
picnic table.
Fritos? Like what kind of
Make a Frito pie out of the placenta.
little Snicker salad?
We call it baby ambrosia.
Yeah. All right. Great.
Perfect. Perfect. Even.
Perfect. Well, Tyler, I had a lot of fun recording this with you.
I did too.
But I think we're fucking done.
Yep. Let me go grab this batter up peripheral real
right.
quick.
Yeah, we have more things to do. I forgot. I was just about to leave.
So I'm gonna plug this in, put the one in on the ground, then it on my forehead while I graze the kid style to turn my donut
Yeah.
hole in random direction.
Naturally.
Say the prayer we all love to say. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
Give me a second. I had to reload.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
41.
Ooh, that's an early boy. Alfred Chicken.
God, I wish. It's in the bees.
The new one?
I'll give you a hint. It is a new one.
Okay.
We have played the sequel to this game.
Oh, is this Batman Returns?
This is Barkley, Shut Up and Jam.
Oh, okay. All right.
The large mound of rebound.
Let's do it.
All right.
It's going to be terrible.
It's going to be terrible. Yeah. So should we just do another episode on Barkley, Shut Up and Jam?
Probably. This time through the lens of Bill Cosby as Ghost Dad not being quite as good.
Oh, right. Wow, I forgot about that. I would have to replay that game because the only thing I can remember is Skate.
Yeah. Wilford Brimley and his super diabetes.
God, see, I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, that's all we got. So next time.
This was going to be a
Shut
real
Up and
short
Jam.
episode, but then I wanted to
Yeah,
talk
we
about
just started talking
cannibalism
about
for 40 minutes.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. So we talk about Barkley, Shut Up and Jam next time.
It's so hard to not say Gaiden after
It is. It's really hard. I
so
want to say it. It
hard.
just makes sense.
I know.
It makes sense. You like our show? You can find us on Facebook, TADPOG, episode posts, meme posts.
Even if you don't like it, you can find it there.
Yeah, it's there. Even if you fucking hate it,
Yeah,
there it is.
It's still there.
But if you're a fan of the show, you want more of that dank memeage, you can go to Tadpog Nation.
Yeah,
where
baby.
you are a good little boy, girl,
No
in
one
between.
is. We're all
You need
sinners.
good orderly chat. That's on the Discord.
It is. That's bit.ly/Tadpog Discord. It's fun.
It is fun. We're on Tadpog_podcast on Twitter and Instagram. You want a shirt? Shirts.tadpog.com. You want a mask? Mask.tadpog.com.
Yep.
But I guess you also stream.
Yeah. I stream on Twitch on Sunday nights. And I've been doing Friday nights too. I don't know if that's going to be like a forever thing or if that's just going to be until I don't want to do it anymore thing. Probably that. You can find me there at Tadpog_podcast. So it's been fun recently. I just played through Metal Gear Solid for an upcoming Patreon episode, which is a game that I'm ready to talk about. I'll say that. Yeah.
I get that. All right. Most importantly, we got that Patreon.
Yes.
So I want to say a double increase in donations from one Jay McPherson.
Thank you, Jay McPherson.
Thank you, Jay McPherson. And a new pledge, new donor, Laxby.
Yep, I know Laxby from the Discord. Laxby is one of the game buds.
Okay.
Laxby plays Among Us with us on Thursday nights. And some Jackbox, and I played Phasmophobia with Laxby, and like it was hilarious because he's got a VR setup, so it's like in that game,
He's having a much better time than anyone else.
or getting more scared. I don't know because I haven't played it in VR, but it's funny. It's funny like to watch anybody like the other players in that game because no one moves naturally. But if they're playing on VR, it's even more funny because it's like they have this like Autoluke sphere of invulnerability around them essentially that they're like controlling themselves with. So yeah. Thanks, Laxby. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Our theme song is Moves by Sycamore Drive. A link to that track found in the show notes at TADPOG.com. How you want to close this out, Dave?
Bruford.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, naturally.
So until next time, Tropical Capricorn. God damn it.
This episode was executive produced by the following people who donate on Patreon at $20 or more a month. Usurper Grimm of soon to be on Patreon bonus episode talking about Metal Gear Solid fame. God Emperor Alex Pena, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Cousin David Galino, Coronavirus Savior Cubicle Monkey, Zeus Laser, Steve Dixon, Clam Bro Cody Phillips, Lint Liquor Joseph Phillips, Bantha Master, the Eightfold Daniel Abernathy, Plinko Nick Price, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Executive Producer Dig Dougie, Matt Gentile aka Gentle G, Magical Sleeper aka Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, congratulations on your marriage and I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, and Captain Detective Count Victor von Cunnilingus Hart.
Nice. All right. That's all we got.
That's it.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
There is at least 20 minutes of rape and 40 minutes of cannibalism.
You just call that a Tuesday.